afternoon and welcome back to Planner Craft. I'm Natalie and I'm going to be taking you through a couple of techniques with some unusual materials. So this week we've been kind of looking at some different bits and pieces that we can use with our scan and cut. So yesterday we did foam and the cameras are still mad. Yay! Oh. And today we're doing grey board that isn't grey. So this is craft board, which is 2mm thick, which should be okay for the CM. No, I say should. So most of the grey board we could find is about 3mm, which is fine for a DX, but unfortunately we can't use that in the CM. So this is from Russ and Creative. You can get it on Amazon. I'm sure at some point, although not immediately, it will put up a link. Just because I know he's busy doing other bits and pieces as well. So we just trying to see what the comments are.
Tricia says hi, hi all, how are you feeling, Natalie? And hi, well, I'm back. Missed this morning. Carol's back. So.
Hi Carol, welcome back. That's okay, you didn't miss much. All I'm saying, Carol, is it was the in-stream this morning. So the cameras did not want to play ball, did they, dear? So we're hoping and praying that they'll hold for this session. We've had thunderstorms, so my head's never good, either before, during, or just after one. So I'm hoping it will sort itself out as we go along. So it's stopped for now, so we see how it goes. Okay. Can you not find it? Just trying to find the fabric mat because I'm thinking that this may be too much for my normal mat to kind of hold on to. What about the clear fabric one? Can you see that one in there?
Maybe one I can find. There's a brother one.
Perhaps I need to look in the other packet then.
You have that one.
Oh, well, that might be too tacky. Let's have a look. So if ever you're concerned about something being too tacky, alright actually, Ian.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, brother one.
No, there's rarity. Take a picture because it doesn't happen very often. So this is a brother cutting mat with the fabric sheet applied, just because my artist has decided it's going to do a vanishing act. So what I'm going to start to do first is just do a couple of basic test cuts.
I'll be there in a second, yeah. I'll be waiting.
And just because we turned everything off when the thunderstorm was happening in case. So just going to set back up.
It sounds like fun.
It didn't feel like it, did it, dear?
No, should swap cameras and go back to that one.
Okay, and already that's trying to lift. I'm not convinced that 2mm is the actual distance, you know.
That's what it says.
I know that's what it says, but I'm not convinced.
I'll give it a go, see what happens. What is a fabric sheet? Carol asked.
It is disposable, believe it or not. As far as I'm concerned, it's like a high-tack sheet that goes on top of your cutting mat. Here, I'm seriously concerned that it's not going to go through.
Do a background scan, see if it goes through. If it doesn't go through on a background scan, you know it's not going to go through with the blade.
Yeah, but I'm concerned that if I feed it through, it's going to stick to the mat and wreck the machine.
No, it won't, because it won't go through at all. If it won't go through, it won't go through.
the mat's something chronic. No, bent the mat. There we go.
Weird.
Let's try that again, shall we? Probably just because it's going off on one. It's a bit better this time. It's not quite as bad. There we go.
Sarah do says the storm has passed. Yeah, it looks like it at the moment.
Yeah, so there we go. So the next test, I don't want to go for anything that big at the moment, so I'm just going to take it down. I'm just going to do a basic circle to start with. Deep cut blade. Okay. Now, usually what I do when I'm setting my deep cut blades, I actually offer it up to the material to kind of see if it's sticking out enough just to almost get to the mat, but not quite. A bit more. Don't really want to go all the way to 12, but no, but
Always take it down a bit and do it a couple of times.
yeah, I think I might. I think I'm going to start off at 9 and let it do its first cut, and we'll see how we go. So, I hope you've all had a nice lunch. And let's give it a go. Oh, didn't like that. Because it's... Oh, come on. No.
That goes if it was reloading the mat.
Huh?
Was that trying to reload the mat?
I unloaded it and it didn't unload properly. Ah! Let's try that again, shall we? It even acted like it was trying to cut. See, I do these things so you don't end up doing it and wasting your money. Right, take 2. If it still doesn't work, we'll do it the other way that I was thinking. Okay. No. Can't handle it.
What are you doing? Moving the...
Nope. There you go. There you go. You cannot use 2mm chipboard in a CM.
Disgraceful. Because that's what they advertise that you can use.
Yeah. So there you go. That one's no good. Or at least not for that anyway. I'm not saying it as a material it's no good.
How close did it get? Did it even...
It didn't even, from the feel of it, get even halfway through.
Got a wowzers off Tracy.
But then if it can't handle that, then that's kind of concerning.
Mm.
Is Jackie watching?
Haven't seen her pop on yet.
Okay, we might ask Jackie if we can keep her DX another day and try another sheet on hers. And just see. Because the DX can go up to 3mm though.
Mm-hmm.
It's got that extra millimetre clearance, because this is supposedly 2mm. And I did measure it in check.
I've never seen it bend like that before.
Yeah, quite. And that's with brother Matt as well. So.
I asked, is there anything, Carlton, is there anything a bit thinner?
Yeah, I told you, Weetabix packets and cracker bread. Never have a problem with that one.
What about
No. No. No.
why?
Won't work.
Why?
Because I'm sure that's thicker. Pass it, see it. It should be. Officially, it's 3mm this one. Right, just because Ian says.
No, it was just a thought. It wasn't
Let's try it and just see.
Sarah Lou says I cut it on my SDX.
Yeah, you see, this one you could cut on your STX fine, but I don't think this one's going to go through on the CM. Because I'm sure that's why we got it originally and then we tried it and it didn't work.
Hi Linda, congratulations to your son. He went for his first exam and he passed it with distinction
Yay!
at college. So.
That's cool. Well done. I know I didn't look certain at the other one, but I really don't look certain with this one.
Same again, do a background.
Don't know, Ian. I really don't. I don't trust it. Because it's thicker than that one.
It is.
Yeah. So no. I'm not risking that one. That's okay. We have other ways and means. Don't we?
If you say so.
Okay. Shame I can't do it on there, but hey ho. Oh, I didn't bring any more sheets through.
What do you want?
I'll use these ones.
Turn them over.
There we go. For those of you that saw the sheets that I'm using yesterday, they do make good palettes for like the Spectrum Noir Sparkle pens. Right. Gather my thoughts. And my stamp platform. Good. It's hiding. There we go. So what I did plan to do, you see, I was going to hopefully cut a circle, and then we're going to get a bit more complicated because I want to do something that has both a circle and a bit more detail. So I'm not even going to put magnets on this, just because I don't think my stand would close properly. I'm going for another Stamps with Chloe set, and this one is Butterfly Heart and Corners. So I'm going to work into this corner here. Now, because it is thicker than normal, in actual fact, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to be clever. I'm going to flick it round and see if it will do it that way instead. Just takes the strain off the hinge a bit. There we go. So hopefully that should work. So I'm using a clear stamp on the rubber side. The benefits of having a reversible platform. And did the squidding go away? No?
Up.
Up. Oh, you put it up there. Okay.
It's just a temporary.
Yeah. Yeah, so today's one of those days where everything's going, yeah, but hey ho. I'll just go with the flow. It's okay. Ian's doing a bit and a bit, that's why. Is that the car?
No,
That's okay. So I'm just going to stamp it a couple of times just so I get a nice crisp black image.
so we're discussing Linda's son in his exam.
That's cool. That's okay. After this morning, it's like, well, just talk amongst yourselves. Today, the craft has left the building. Right, so I'm going to put that to one side to dry for a minute. In actual fact, I might just turn it round and use it as a platform. I just need some card.
Stamping card, there's some just beside you if you want some. That side behind the bits on the floor. No.
That side?
Yeah.
Okay. Ah, that's what I need. So just because I want to make sure I don't smudge my black that's over here, I'm going to turn my card 90 degrees so it goes the other way.
Oh wow. Aviation engineering.
Wow. He'd get on well with Jamie, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Jamie wants to be a pilot.
Yes, he's my son.
But doesn't really want to study geography, which is quite funny.
No, he said he wanted to do geography, he didn't want to do history. Yeah. He's got another 2 to go. So yeah, so fingers crossed. I'm sure, by the sounds of it, he's aced the first one with the distinction, so
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll be fine with these next 2.
Okay.
Special needs as well,
Cool.
which is excellent. No, not that he's special needs excellent, but he's passed his first exam.
I was going to say, right. So, I'm going to take that out and set that to one side, make sure it's absolutely dry before I colour it. I'm going to take that one out and pop that to one side. And very quickly, I'm just going to give my stamps a quick.
Are you going to your mum's day?
What day of the week is it?
Tuesday.
Yeah, I think we were, yeah.
Okay. The stamping platform is a Tim Holtz stamping platform.
Yeah. If you're looking to get a new one, if you're in certain countries you can't get them anymore. But in which case what we recommend as a good alternative is the Hero Arts Misty platform.
That's, which one's, what size is that one? That's the big one.
It's the big one. Yeah, so this is the full size monster. So it's just over 8 inches that way and that way. But it does have open sides, so if you're doing like a 12 by 12 you can easily do it in your platform.
Wants to work at the European Space Agency.
Oh, once upon a time that might have been me. I wanted to go on the shuttle. Bizarrely, even after it blew up. So I must have had a bit of a danger complex at some point. Not like that now. Very much the opposite. Now you can't even get me on a roller coaster. Okay. So hopefully my image is dry. And I'm just going to grab. Let's see what lucky dip I have in my pencils today. Oh. Okay. There's some interesting ones for you to link in, if you can find them.
What's that?
Today I've pulled out of the bag some woodless pencils.
Christine says, I use the Eureka by Tony
Darosh.
Darosh, thank you. Yeah.
I think. Darosh. I can usually tell who it is by his face of how on earth do I pronounce that? Okay, and
I just want to be an astronaut, but he loves anything to do with space. That's cool. So you want me to find a link to woodless pencils, do you?
yeah. If it helps, chromatics with an X.
Chromatics. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have a look, see what I can find quickly.
Okay, so I've pulled just a few colours out. Now, the benefits of these is you don't have to sharpen. Just do lots of little circles. And I'm going to work from the edges on this butterfly.
They're Kohinoors.
There you go, and somebody asked the other day if I have any Kohinoors, there you go, I do.
Apparently, the Progressos.
Yeah, I think that's what they're called now.
Yeah. So yes, you can still get, well, you can get similar.
They basically just have like a clear wax coating on the outside, and then they're quite eco-friendly really.
Woodless coloured pencil. That looks about right. And they do a 6, 12, a 24. I will drop a link in. Anybody who wants to have a look.
Okay, so now I'm going back over. Same area that I've just coloured. And then going slightly larger.
Gal, silly question, if you don't sharpen them, how do you keep them sharp?
Just by changing how you draw with them. So think a bit like if you see the glass writing pens where you have to keep twizzling it, kind of like that. So as you're working it, you can kind of almost get like a chisel-like end.
Ah, Jackie's just joined.
Hi Jackie. Where are your ears burning? We might need to use your DX tomorrow because apparently CM really can't do 2mm. Did not like it at all. As I was saying, it does like Weetabix packets if we had any empty. Cracker breads, something like that. So about what, 1 mil, 1.5, if you're lucky.
Jackie says feel free to use the DX.
Slightly worrying though, because if it won't go through with that, I'm not sure it's going to manage the other bit I've got to do.
What is it?
The plexiglass.
Looks slightly thinner than the plexiglass.
Does it? I'll have a look in a bit. So. Just going to make sure that we're getting enough of our dark purple, especially around the wings, just so that they do kind of. But okay, and we're nearly ready to go back to in. Oh, one thing I will do, I'll just do this little play here.
I have a technical issue with using the enhanced image tracing.
What?
How are you going to send it to the machine?
Oh. Well, if you can do something on there in the meantime, I'll sort out the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, the codes will be there, so.
Whatever. Ah, there. Okay, so if you want to flick over to canvas temporarily,
Okay.
so I can put this in.
Jackie said that she's affected the fact that I'm going to be finished, but my DX might be. Oh dear. Right, hang on a second, let me get. I've got to reopen it. Hang on. Camera.
Tell me when. This is what happens when Natalie changes over the router, isn't it? Halfway through when, yeah.
Halfway through a week, yeah.
And I forget to do the scan and cut. I did everything else.
Close that one. Full screen that one. And change for that one.
Okay.
Right, so I'm over on this one for a moment. So, what we're hoping to do is when Natalie finally gets that connected, is we're going to do an enhanced image tracing. So to be able to do that, we need the image tracing, and we're going to go for an image scan by your machine.
Hang on.
I am.
He hasn't even found the router yet. There we go. Get there. Okay, so why would we use enhanced image tracing?
So enhanced image tracing is much better than your standard scan on your thing. If you're doing a detailed image and it doesn't necessarily always pick up your outside lines, so your enhanced image scan allows you to define the edges a lot better and your sections you actually want it to pick up. So they are as you'll see momentarily when it comes through.
I'm getting there.
You're getting there.
They didn't really think about this, did they, when they did the keyboard the way that they did?
No.
Oh! Oh! Disconnect yourself from the desk.
Put it back all the way up there.
Yeah. Okay, we should be connected.
Okay.
So I'm going to go home.
Scan Matt's on top if you want to scan Matt.
No, I just want our normal. Oh, still got a bit of vellum on that.
So I flick you back over to Natty for a second. In the overhead camera.
Okay.
So I can have a quick look at comments while that is.
So I'm going to want to work away from any open edge. Just so Ian's not struggling to do the enhanced image tracing, so I'm going to drop it down an inch, but I'm also going to do it upside down. Just so that we can have that there.
You have to pay for it, unfortunately, Jackie. So it's to be used in Canvas, so it's a Canvas extra, but you have to pay for it. I believe you can get them from
Amazon, Hachando. Create and craft. Craft atelier.
Yeah.
Make a superstore.
Yeah.
Just a bit. Oh.
Yours. Still on.
It's okay, it's gone off here. It's just taking its time out because the
Yeah,
erase
the delay.
went on there.
Yeah.
So, Adobe map. Come on, behave. Let's move those out of the way so I can get underneath a bit better. Still not happening. Come. Right.
Oh, you've frozen.
Have I? Oh.
Camera gone off. It's gone into low power mode.
Yeah. Stupid thing. Has it gone back into Streamlabs? Can you just check it for me?
Yeah, it's back up.
Okay. Silly phone. Okay, so I'm going to go to scan, direct cut, and I want to use canvas for this one because I want to use the enhanced image tracing, so you have to choose the canvas option. You're going to press start stop. Okay, and it transfers immediately across the internet to canvas.
Okay, so just for a moment, we can't see the comments for a minute, so just bear with us if you do ask any questions. We won't be able to see them for a moment. So you can go to an image scanned by your machine. And there we go, it's pulled through. So as you can see, it's picked up bits on the map here. It's pulled up a little bit of an edge here, but not really what we wanted. So if we go to our options here, and we can go down to enhanced image tracing. So it then goes to processing.
Now when you do it on your computer it will be a lot faster, it's because it's doing streaming at the same time, so we do get a bit of lag.
Yeah. So here where it's got our options, we can reduce the tracing area, so that makes it smaller. We can add to it if we miss a bit, or we can remove adjustment lines, so if we've made an error, we can do it. So we can go around here and to the right. Here and there.
And it will process after each line that you draw. Okay, so if you do that and you can see here that there's still a bit extra that you want to remove, you can just draw another line to remove the next extra bit.
Oh yeah, I can zoom. I can zoom in. So you can draw a line across like that. Made it think.
Should I just turn this off while you're doing that so it charges a little?
I don't know if it'll charge. You could plug it into the one over there and just take it off. You're going to be using your scan and cut again after.
Might need to cut out whatever you send back.
There
you
we
can
are.
always use the overhead one instead, can't I? Just angle it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take that one off just because it's playing up a bit today anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, over there we can see that it's now.
Oh.
I'll go that side. Might got a bit close to that butterfly there, so we'll see how that goes in a minute. But use one of your other ones.
But remember what you've got. The end of it is an outline, so you can always do your offset afterwards if you do find that something's gone a bit too close. And likewise, you can still edit the nodes as well. So don't think that because you can't get it to go right in that particular panel that it's undoable.
Oh, there we go. That's done well. Yeah, quite pleased with that. Do I need to get rid of this bit on this side? Or can I just put it in a separate
You should
shape?
be okay to go from there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're happy with that?
From what I can see here.
Okay, so we'll go OK.
You can delete the big shapes first.
You might lose a couple of antennae.
We'll sort that out in a minute.
There we go. So now we have our butterflies all nicely outlined and this silly bit over here. So we go to our layers. And then you go, well, we don't want that big. So we can go delete. And I think the red, what's that bit? That's a tiny bit of butterfly, that's a tiny butterfly. That's that bit. So if I turn that off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So send that back to you?
Not yet. So next, I'm going to get you to add a circle. So you can leave the image turned off. You don't need it for instance.
And how big do you want your circle?
You want to size it so that it's literally, if you can stick your head over the top, so it's literally going to go around like that from the butterflies.
What, off the edge?
Yeah. Yeah, so if you were to cut your entire circle, you'd go through your butterflies, but you're not going to do that.
No, show me again, 'cause I couldn't- oh, I didn't want to see on there because I couldn't.
So your circle's going to go around like that. Yeah?
Okay, so you want it to come from about there.
Yeah.
How big?
So you're looking at about 2.5 inches, and you're probably still in millimetres. So millimetres, say 60.
Like that?
Yeah.
And
I always get the wrong one. It's the edit one.
properties, edit, yeah. So that's 10 mil at the moment.
Yeah. So make it 60. Okay. So move it back so it. And then you're going to select all your shapes and weld them together.
overhead camera is back to you.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, just so you can see what I'm doing,
Oh,
I'm just going to
why
move
is it on swapping camera?
There we go. Okay, so just so you can see what I'm doing. So when you finish transferring to the internet, it will come up with OK, so you can just go OK, and then it will come up with this screen here that says about recording it back. So we're just going to press the big button, because we've done all the hard work, believe it or not, and we can
Can't
just
see
go.
the screen, so.
Oh, hang on. There you go. Is that
Okay.
better?
Hang on, a bit onto the other. Up a little bit.
Drag that one down. There we go. I was thinking if I go up much more, you're just going to have a battery shot. And we'll go, okay. Go back to our blue blade. And Mr. Waterblade, what do you think today?
Not the person to ask. What are we cutting? Linda Chapman.
No camber.
Bob Camber. Go 6.5.
6.5. We're going to hedge our bets.
Yeah, 6.5.
Okay. Do you want to go back to comments then, Ian?
Yeah.
Okay. And cut. Okay.
I'll be back on top form.
You're looking good. Let's go somewhere.
Right,
Go.
so just.
So there's our little cutout.
Yeah, that worked. Do you want to just move camera back and I'll keep it on this one so we can see what you're up to.
Okay, so hopefully
Yeah, that's good.
I can go and load that.
Hope nobody gets travel sick.
Sorry if you do. So now I'm going to show you a different way that we can work. So I'm going to use the same stamps again, and that way at some point we'll actually build it into a card design. And I'm going to go for the other corner, so that way we can kind of do a little offsetting design with our panel that we've cut out. So if we can go, that one is kind of that way, let's go, that one's going to go like so. So with this piece, instead of cutting around the butterflies, we're going to create an aperture. So you do more or less the same technique. Instead of welding around the butterflies and the circle, you're actually going to subtract the butterflies from the circle. So I think I'm more or less happy with that. Now you do want to go careful with the magnets. If you're not familiar with stamping platforms, they do have very strong magnets. So if you do have a pacemaker or anything else that is a butterfly magnet, we don't recommend them for you. You can get a stamping platform with no magnets, which is the Real Memory Cubes one.
Mm-hmm.
So very quickly I'm going to do my colouring again, just because it helps the scan and cut to actually see things a bit better. If you can see this alright. If not, let me know. I'm my father cameraman.
I've only got one camera now. So.
Oh dear. Okay, so we can go back to our map. So again, the same consideration applies. I'm just going to take it an inch down just to make Ian's life easier. And you do want to make sure on this occasion that you've got it square on as possible, because we're going to be cutting a panel around the outside as well. So I'm going to go back home. Okay. Come on, don't stop behaving. Okay, I'll go the other way.
Yeah, just move it, do you?
No, I should be alright because it doesn't go over my dots. So let's see how we go. So you probably just need to nail on edge slightly. Yeah. So if ever you're having trouble with it loading, that's all it is. A little nail file just to one edge and you'll feel it if you run your thumb across it. It feels like it's like serrated like a knife. Just needs a little polish. Okay. So, scan, direct cut, canvas, and okay, that's with you.
That's with me. Okay, so once again we can't see any comments from while I'm in Canvas, so please bear with us. Yeah, actually you probably could now, because you could put up the other, put it up on your phone.
Oh, I couldn't I? Shall I?
Yeah.
Now if I remember, I'll turn the volume down. Oh, you should.
So again we're going for an image
Phone's
scan.
behaving.
Go for enhanced.
Oh, no.
It's missed it completely this time. Let's draw a circle around it and see if it...
I'm getting there slowly. There we go. I can now see comments if you need to ask a question. Have you made it work too hard? Just do a small section rather than trying to go loop to loop. What on earth are you doing? Do it a bit more around the flowers rather than straight lines.
I tried that at first, it didn't do anything.
No, just don't join the loop. Otherwise it's like it doesn't know which it's got to get rid of.
Oh. See, that straight line was all it needed. You little face. Talking amongst yourselves. Any comments? I suppose we give an eye on the comments.
No. No comments. The last comment was Tracy's perfect.
Wonderful. I saw that before I went on to this. So we're going to go okay at that, because that's done a grand job. I thought you could sort it with 3 straight lines.
Sometimes you can do it with 1. But loop to loop never works.
Why not?
No.
It's graceful.
No.
You know, sort of drawing a circle around the bit you want to keep and just take everything else out would work.
Yeah, but no. Because I remember the first time I ever used enhanced image tracing, that was what I thought you had to do, was just put a loop round, but
That's not what I had on screen.
oh, let's have a look. Okay. Nope, that's definitely not what you had on screen. Just have to do it again. What to do when it all goes wrong?
Start again.
Yeah.
Well. Yeah.
Here.
Don't save.
No, there's no point saving anything that you do with enhanced image tracing because it relies on it still being on the map in the same place.
Save yourself a bit of work.
Careful because you've chopped through half a butterfly there.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna figure it out.
Sometimes it will just end it. Okay. So first of all, you want to add a square that's going to be your panel for the front of your card.
Okay. How big do you want that?
And that's probably fine. 10 centimeters. So put it so it's up a bit. Up. Oh boy. Yeah, there.
Any space for your circles going?
Yeah, you could go a little bit bigger with your panel. Yeah. And just move it that way. Touch. Okay, blue. Now you want to add a circle.
You're on the same side as the other one?
Nope. You're going to bring it in so it goes round like that.
Yeah, but you don't do the same side
No.
as this one, no?
No. Not too small. You want it so it's a good size aperture for whatever you're going to put inside it. So. Yep. Okay.
And you want me to then subtract it from that one?
And you're going to subtract your butterflies, so you're going to move your butterflies up. So you want to weld those. Which you probably won't, well, probably won't let you. Actually, looking at those, you're going to have to group, not group, do your offset and merge your offset first. So go to Edit and Offset.
2 mil?
Yep. Okay, so you're going to get rid of your tracing now. No, your group.
Get rid of that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, now you want me to merge.
So you're going to merge your butterfly layers together, yeah? Yep. And now you're going to subtract that from that circle. So if you go back to your layers first,
What?
because you want to check that that is on top.
Oh, it is. Look at that.
Yep, cool. So go to
Yeah,
subtract.
I asked why, because people have asked
Yeah.
why you
Yeah,
go back
you
and
have to
check.
have the shape that you are subtracting on top, because if it's the other way round, you're going to end up with chopped up butterflies instead of a nice aperture.
That's
Okay.
why I asked. It's not. And subtract, which is that one.
There we go. Cool. Now you can send that back to machine.
Okay. Transfer back to Natty. Press OK. And go back to you.
Okay. And hopefully you can see the screen okay.
Hang on a second.
We'll check.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, so retrieve it. So you can now see that we have the ghost file traced image with our butterflies and
Oh, you can move it afterwards. That's good.
that's okay. And we have our aperture panel. And we can go okay and cut. I still need to do my calibration. There we go. And I'll just tidy up my little tag from where it needs calibrating. No disperses as I do. Tar. I'll get in to do that very quickly in a minute.
What?
And calibration.
No, I don't.
Okay. And there you are. We have an aperture panel, or we have our 3D panel. So you can do both with your enhanced image tracing. So it's a shame it hasn't worked on the chipboard, but we can still use it on our plain stamping card. Get a little bit of shadow from the camera, so if I move there you can see a bit better.
Take the mat out and get rid of that reflection.
Yeah, let's take the mat out. So just take off the big piece. And then what I will do off stream is I will put that together in a card so you can see both of them in the same card. Any questions before we go?
Oh dear. Jackie says so clever my brain hurts with an unhappy face. Stacey says very clever.
It's just a case of just following the procedure through. So what I will get in to do is maybe pop up some directions on the blog. So we'll literally do this, do that, do the other, and try and keep it as
User friendly.
user friendly, but that wasn't what I was thinking. So it's a bit more generic, so it's not necessarily if it was only this image. So you can kind of work it round both ways. That's okay, Linda? Why am I struggling to read it over there when it's right there next to me?
I don't know, you're peering across. Doesn't need to think first.
Sometimes it is a case where if you're working on something particular, you kind of need to work through the process first and maybe make almost like a little tutorial for yourself in a certain way. So you got like, first I'm going to do this, second I'm going to do that, then do this, then do that, and sometimes that helps your brain kind of think it through that way.
Jackie says she loves it, thank you.
That's okay. That's okay.
Any other questions or anything they'd like us to answer while we're here?
Yep. Ideas for uses for chipboard that I can't cut on the scanner cut. We'll try it on the DX though. I think you're alright on the DX.
Do you leave it on the autoplay and let it?
Yeah, let it sort itself out. Yeah, you don't use a deep cut blade in a DX.
Oh.
So.
Are we going to do that on a stream?
No. Might do it on a one-to-one with Jackie. But I'm not going to do it on a stream. Especially after today. I think today's spell just jinx from start to finish, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we'll give up after this today.
Yeah. Walk away. Oh.
So I'll get the laptop out and do a couple of vlogs.
Okay, so what are you doing tomorrow morning then, Ian?
What am I doing tomorrow morning? Sarah Lou says chicken.
Yep. Definitely.
Tomorrow morning, what can I do tomorrow morning? Is there anything that anybody wants to see that we haven't covered or that we covered a long time ago? 'Cause it's been a couple of months since we started all these.
It's 11 weeks apparently.
That's longer than that.
Supposedly it's 11 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels longer.
It does feel a lot longer. Jackie says yes please to the one-to-one for the...
Okay.
So we'll set that up later for you, Jackie. When we do it, we'll set you up as a one-off. So singing in the rain. What can I do that everybody knows I can do that isn't going to go completely belly up? Probably not a lot. A dance tutorial. Yeah, I could probably do that one without too much hassle. To set up the other computer though, because I have to do it in the front room, make space. We could do it in the bedroom, set up a camera in there.
You'd have more room in the lounge.
Yeah.
So yeah, it all cleared in the lounge. You can clear yourself a nice big space in the lounge to do it then. Is everybody up for a dance class, are they? Because if so, I'm going to do that Friday.
Or maybe Saturday. Do it as a private on Saturday.
Okay.
So there you go. If you do want to dance to surprise us, yeah, okay. I'll come up with a surprise for tomorrow morning. If you would like a dance tutorial, I'll we'll clear some space and we'll do it Saturday morning. We'll set it up in the other room. Do the yes, please.
Okay. You're going to do line dancing, so I don't have to do anything.
Jackie managed to order some of those nibs apparently from yesterday.
Ooh!
Where did you find them?
Find them? Because I need another set.
They do or not do them anymore?
No, they're not Derwents. They are Rangers. But what I will do tomorrow afternoon, in light of certain things turning up faulty.
Saturday morning, then, at 11 o'clock, I will do a dance tutorial of some sort. Possibly a line dance, just to see how it goes.
Are you going to do it on your page rather than mine?
I might do. I'll send you all a link. All those who are interested, I'll send you a link.
Yeah, just let us know and just...
They've all said yes. So Sarah said yes, Tracy said yes. And Linda said yes as well.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
if I do it to the group, on my group, we might get some...
You do realise you're on your own if you do it at 11 o'clock Saturday morning, because I'm booked on a workshop.
Do a bit later though, couldn't we?
Yeah. If you go later, if you do 2 instead...
Do the 2 o'clock then, yes. Country View Craft range is now called Ink Essentials Craft Nibs and Holder.
Okay, there we go. So we'll have to...
Put the video up, guys, that you showed me to show others.
I think it's up on the group. The 2 dance ones. I think I put both up, didn't I? Somebody let me know if I put one or both.
Yeah. Anyway, so you'll see you at 11 o'clock in the morning. I'll be back with something in the morning. I'll have a think on that one and see what I can come up with.
That was originally the plan, Jackie. We were going to do mornings was going to be crafting time and afternoons was going to be dancing time, and then, well, yeah.
Dance with a teddy bear if Natalie's busy. We'll do it in the afternoon because the thing we have, the tutorial's one that we hopefully both can do. So
yeah.
So like I said, I might do a line dance with you and see how that goes. We'll take it from there.
Yeah.
I'll teach you all a quick line dance. 2 o'clock Saturday. There we go. Oh, I let myself in for, I don't know.
I say nothing.
Yeah. Right, so if
I need to go to Christmas.
there's no further questions or requests, we'll leave it there for today, and we shall see you all tomorrow. Don't forget you have Barbara at 10 o'clock in the morning doing her doodles.
She's colouring this week.
I'm colouring, yeah, and we'll be back at 11 o'clock in the morning, and we'll have a chat with you, Jackie, about watching us do this test with your DX and the chipboard. Yeah.
We'll test our other clay board as well for you, Jackie. So
yeah, see if that goes through.
Because if so, yeah, we can probably get some more of that.
Yeah. Okay.
Night night, Tracy. Hello, put your teeth back in. Hello there.
Yeah. So everybody stay safe, and we look forward to seeing you all tomorrow.
Bye for now.
Bye.